Good evening, everyone. Welcome to CS Saturdays. So here's another week of coding. Uh, so let's get to it. This is gonna be the agenda for today's session. Firstly, we're gonna discuss about STL library, and then we're gonna get into maps, and then followed by another data structure, sets, and then later we'll do some coding on sets and maps. So without any delay, let's get to it. Before going into the map census directly, let me just revise what exactly is STL library. STL library is a template library. It provides various classes and data classes to execute several data structures. In other languages, or maybe in C, the you need to implement every data structure from scratch. So it's always a problem to implement, and you need to always select the best algorithm for implementing those data structures. It's always hard. So C++ provides you with STL libraries, which in which provides predefined data structures. So it makes work easier for us and solve problems easily. So SQL is mainly divided into four components. Those are algorithms, containers, functions, and iterators. Well, basically, algorithms are special functions. They are used to perform special actions such as sorting, searching, etc. And containers, which are more important. Containers, they are used to store data. For example, if you consider a list, that is a container. And if you take an example of algorithm, for example, searching, for example, if you are performing a search operation on a list, uh, the STL library uses best searching algorithm and finds out the element you're searching for. Then next is functions. Functions are used to perform operations on data. Uh, for example, if you want to insert an element into the container, like insert operation is used, etc. like that. And then our iterators. Iterators, they are used to iterate to the containers. It uh, they they go through each. They help us to go through each and every element in the container. So let's get to next slide. Uh, what are sets? Sets are containers in which each element is unique, and once you insert the element in the set, you cannot modify it, and it is only possible to remove the element, and then late only then you can add the modified value, and values are ordered in set, and here the values are ordered. You can either order the values in ascending or descending order. It doesn't maintain any insertion order, and elements are unique in the set. Sets are mainly used in the use case where you need to insert unique elements, and internally C++ implements sets using binary search trees. So when to use? So when you need elements to be unique in your data structure, you can use sets, or when you need elements to be sorted, like in either ascending order or descending order, you can use set. So basically, these are the operations that we perform on set. Insert operation, it is basically used to insert an element. Uh, the next followed by deletion. Using erase method, you can delete the element from the set, and accessing all, as I already said, uh, we can use iterator to access all the elements, and then next followed by empty. Empty is used to check whether the set is empty or not, and object.clear, it is used to empty the set. Size Object.size returns the size of the data structure. Uh, then it's followed by presence of an element. check count method. So it generally inserts there are unique elements. So in other data structure, if count method is used, it returns the number of elements in that data structure. But here in set, since there is only possibility that either element is present or not. The count will return either one or zero. One indicates that the element is present, and zero indicates that the element is not present. So, as we have done listening to some theory, let's get to coding. So let's understand sets by some coding. So let us consider a set which has prime numbers. First, let's create a function. Let the return type be Boolean. Let's accept an argument x. And if x is less than or equal to 1, we can return false. Let's go through a loop. So logic to check if it's a prime number is I percentile x percentile I. If it's equal to 0, we shall return false. And then after this loop, we shall return true. So now let's just keep this set empty. So consider we are inserting around, we are inserting 50 prime numbers. I mean prime numbers from 1 to 50. So let's use a ternary operator. We'll just pass the I value into the function. If s prime returns true, we shall add the element into the prime set. Else we shall just print I is not a prime. Let's look into the error. I think we cannot print it here. It's not just allowing. So let's do something new. Here, let's write an if condition for this. It's more easier. If it returns true, we shall insert else. We're just skipping. So now let's use an iterator. Let's name it ITR. Let's declare a variable here. ITR equals primes dot begin. Then next we'll go until it's not equal to end. So let's print I should output something here. Primes from 1 to 50. Cool. This another. Steam line. Yeah, it's here. So we're going to put a semicolon. So let's run this. So yeah, that's it. Prime number print got inserted into the set, and I'm now printing it. And apart from this, I'd like you to know some more functions on sets functions to operate on sets. Let's insert some wrong elements. Okay, 10. Yeah, 10 is inserted. So you can use erase method to remove the elements. Like if you, for example, you can do it in two ways. Like if you want to remove number 2, so number 2 is not printed. Let's add handl to this. Like you can erase a single element, and also you can erase multiple elements. Like you can start from beginning and up to, for example, if you want to remove all the prime numbers, up to 20. So you can use find method here, and why is it not executing? So actually we should not use this, we should use the iterator.
Prashanith, I think because 20 is not there in the primes thing, it will go to primes.end. So it will delete everything. So try some prime number instead of 20.
Yeah, I will do that. Let's do some 19 number. Yeah.
Yeah, this should work.
Then next we'll try some more methods. We shall let's test this for now. We shall print the size. I think I should add something here. Let's not print this. So size set is 1 pi, so I did not use any in the other here. So it's saying like it's 152. Actually, it's 2 at the start. So that's it. So the set is 15. Let's do some more methods. We shall try and empty the set. Clear method, you can empty the set. Yeah, so nothing is printed, so it's clear. Then you can use another method called count. Let's just check if say any prime number like 19 if it's present or not. So this count returns one if it's actually it returns a number of like if 19 is present two or three times, it returns that number. Uh, but here inside there are, since there are no duplicates, it returns maximum of one. If element is not present, it returns zero. So let's just add something here. 19 is present. No, it is not. Let's just save and execute. Yeah, 19 is present. So these are mostly all the important functions I've just discussed, and let's move on to another topic. So maps. So whenever you want to store key value pairs, you need to use maps. Maps are associative containers. They store elements in key value pairs, and each element in the map you can uniquely identify using a key, and a value can repeat as many as times as possible, but a key cannot repeat itself, and it has to be unique. And internally in C++, even this data structure is also implemented using binary search tree. And while while you output anything, uh, you just get the sorted order in maps, like it's sorted based on the keys. And in maps, uh, modifications are possible, but in sets, modification is not possible, and you just need to add or delete element, add or remove elements. But here, modifications are possible. So let's quickly get into. So when to use this? So when your data contains key value pairs, you need to use this data structure. And when you want a sorted order, you can use this data structure. Then these are the basic operations on maps. Actually, the functions used here are pretty much same uh, as we used in sets. Basic operations like insert, delete, and accessing elements, which you can check if it's empty. And to empty the set, we can use clear method. You can find the size of the map, and you can find if an element is present. So let's write some more code. So uh, let's write code based on a team. Like if we are, like, assume I'm a coach, and if I'm picking a 11-member team, uh, let's write it based on that. Just a minute. So let's use integer to uniquely identify the team member, and we shall use a string. We shall name it team. So let's now start inserting. Team dot insert. So since you need to insert two values, you need to use this syntax pair in and string. We shall give number one for, let's name it Cassius. We shall insert a few more names into this. Let's have an integer here. Why not just copy and paste here? Share it later. Let me give 4 to Ramos. Let's just do a few more insertions. Let's give a 6 number to Shavi. 8 to Iniesta would be good. Number 10 shall do it from us. Then next. So we have inserted 5 members' names. So let's access this using an iterator. We shall create a variable int and string, and we shall name it itr. Let's say itr equals team.begin, and we shall run till it's not empty. I missed it here. So we'll just print the name first. Name is second, right? So next we'll print this jersey number. So let's run this code. Yeah, as you can see, they're all sorted in the order, and they are sorted using the key that we provided. That here in our case it is jersey number. Let's make it look a little good. So that is the order based on the jersey numbers. It is sorted and printed, and the methods of maps and sets are basically the same, and we can also modify the elements in the map. So let's do this. We can do this using theme of, like, I don't want to give number one to Casillas. Let's change this name. Let's put new. As you can see, Casillas got updated to new. So with this syntax, even you can add a new number. Let's try it. Uh, let's just add the number 6. Number 6 is already added, right? Let's just try and add in 11. Let's change the name to Neymar. Yeah. So with this syntax, you can either update or even you can add into the set. Let's just try some more methods. Let's just try to remove. So I don't need the number one now. So let's just remove him. T dot erase the number jersey. As you can see, number one Casillas got removed. So let's try and solve some more problems using this. So first, let's solve it on map sets, and then next we'll go into maps. So here's a question for you. Question one is sets. You will be given queries. Each query is one of the following 3 types. Then next 1x. Here x is an element. So if it's 1, because the query number is 1, we should need to add element to the set. If it's 2, we need to delete element from the set. And if the number is present in the set, we need to print yes, else print no. And the format, the first line of input contains the number of queries, and the next line contains query. Each query consists of 2 integers, and I think some text is missing here. So it basically contains 2 integers, be the query type and the number. So let's get into solving this. Let's create a set which consists of integers. Let's name it temp. Shall create another variable for trials. Let's read it. See in trials. So we'll create a loop. We'll go up to it. We'll go inside at 0, and we'll iterate for trials. Oh no. So let's see 2 variables. Let's declare it here, int t1 and t2. Since each query requires 2 variables, let's say t1. Let's consider t1 is a query and t2 is a number. So according to the question, if the query number is 1 and we need to add element into the set, so let's just do it. If t1 equals 1, let's just add adding temp.insert for that T2. Else if T1 equals 2, let's just look at the question again. Delete an element from the set. T1 equals 2. Shall remove erase. And the next condition is if T2 equals 3. Oh, no, I'm forgetting too much. The number is present in the set, then print yes, else print no. So we can do it using count method. Temp.count. Let's just put it in a if condition, in an if condition. Let's input the number here. If it's present, let's print yes. So I could go into else condition. Sorry, I need to input T2 here and change it to T1 here. So we shall print now here. This and now. So let's input the number of queries. Let it be 4. And why is it ending it here? Let's just do it again. Input 3. Now let's just try to understand where the mistake is. It's going right up till here. Sorry, we did not read anything here. Let's input number 3 here. Let's add 1. Then next I will check with 3 if it's present or not. Yes, 2 is present. Then we'll just remove 2. That's it. we'll just go into another problem using maps. Let's solve one more question. Uh, Here's another question. There are some boxes, each having a unique ID. Okay, you are given Q queries of three types to be performed on the boxes. 1 X Y. Add Y balls to the box whose ID is X. Fine. And remove all the balls from the box whose ID is X. Print the number of balls in the box ID X. So let's use map to solve this. Let's just create a map which consists of integer and integer. First integer indicates that it's a number box. It indicates a box, and the next integer indicates the number of balls in the box. So let's just name it temp again. We shall create another variable trials. We shall read it. So let's do the same thing. Shall read. So here we need to read three variables. So let's just name them T1, T2, and T3. Let's look at the question again. So add the Y balls to the box whose ID is X. So let's read query first. Let's just name it Q queries, and let's name it box number and here balls. So let's read all the numbers. Sorry. Let's read the box number as well, followed by number of balls. So let's start writing the logic of this. So in the first condition, query is 1, add Y balls to the box whose ID is X. So if Q equals 1, let's, sorry, I'm using the Python syntax. If Q equals 1, let's just insert into the map, sorry, using the box ID, pair, can, int, and int box number, the balls. Let's go to another condition. Remove all the balls from the box whose ID is X. So if the query is 2, we're going to remove temp dot same erase method whose ID is box number. Let's just put another condition. If query is 3, let's just look at the question again. Print the number of balls inside the box. So let's just do this. We'll make around 3 queries. So first, we'll insert into the box 1, and box num query as 1, and number of balls is 10. We'll just perform a second query. We'll just do it again. 2, and box number is 2. We'll do it as 1. Box number is 2, and we'll insert 15. So we'll just print the number of balls in the box 2. So 15 is the number of balls in the box 2. So that's it from my side, guys.